Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tropical Empress in Spirit. My name is Amanda. Hi, beautiful people. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Love having you. I want to introduce you to my channel and to let you know I'm a psychic tarot reader, intuitive reader, and I do these general collective readings usually daily, and I also do paid readings. So I do them on a live stream, and I also do them privately one-on-one. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can reach me at mandaepanda@gmail.com. So, and I'll gladly answer any questions for you have, whether it's pricing, whatever, questions you may have about my readings, or if you like, you can always come see me on my live stream. I stream normally 4 or 5 nights a week. I start at 10 p.m. Eastern, and it varies how long I'm on the stream each night, but you can come check me out there too. So, with all that said, beautiful people, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. And, beautiful people, leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if these readings resonate with you or not. So, I would greatly love the feedback and to hear from y'all. All right, with all that said, let's get into your reading. When I was talking to Spirit, I kind of feel like there's a lot of mystery in the air right now surrounding you. I feel like there's, possibly some confusion. Um, just not sure of where to go from where you're at right now. But I feel like things are starting to clear up, and I feel like there's a reason to hope that things will come to balance and you're going to find some peace, like you're going to feel more settled than what you have been. As I have the hope card here that's letting me know there's a reason to hope here. And then I also have the mystery card here that's showing me, the overall energy for you is, between mystery, but also there's a reason to hope here, which is beautiful. When we talk about your spiritual and personal growth, I find y'all in this beautiful goddess energy right now. When you think of the goddess, they're known for their mystery, their intrigue, their beauty, and they have, special gifts and abilities. So I feel like there's something underneath the surface that needs to come out. That Spirit's asking you to show more of your goddess energy, to remind yourself that you are a beautiful, or for my guys, a handsome person, and that you do possess abilities, gifts that is not common, I feel, in the world today. So Spirit wants you to remember that and to step into this goddess energy and know that you're worthy of so much more, and to not settle here. But they also want you to be selfless right now too. Being in this goddess energy, I get the selfless love card. So there's a need here to be selfless with people around you, to not just be selfless with others, but also be selfless with yourself too. Remember that, you're worthy of love just as much as everyone else. And I feel like you are very attracted to people right now for, the goddess slash God energy. Your essence is speaking out to the world and to people around you right now. But don't fear opening yourself up to love, because with selfless love, that's to me is like speaking to that unconditional love for ourselves, but for others, for the people closest to us. And when it comes to your money, career, Spirit's showing me that things are, really speeding up for you. There's a lot of options out there. And if not, Spirit showing me they're getting ready to open up to you, that you might even get flooded and you might even get overwhelmed in a good way with all these options stepping forward. So whether this is, pertaining to new job prospects, even possibly, getting a promotion, but maybe, you might be getting an offer to be promoted to more than one area, more than one department. Maybe even, you've been out there looking at other businesses, other employers, and considering, like, oh, well, they'll give me this kind of, raise or this promotion, this opportunity. So let me go there or let me go here. So there's a lot of options here, and there's a lot of options for you to find that passive income. If you're looking for something to increase your income, Spirit showed me that there's options here for you too. And they also want you to be charitable with people. Um, Charity, giving to others, it does bring abundance to us. You know, um, it's like, I always tell y'all, gratitude, brings abundance. When we can be grateful for the things we have, it just like the universe steps in and blesses us unexpectedly. So I have the charity card here, and this charity card is telling me, they're asking you to be generous with people who, might need some help right now. This is resources, yes. We're talking about money and career, but it can also mean be generous with your time. So is there someone in your life right now who could use a hand, who can use, some extra, you know, funds if you have it, or your time? Spirit's encouraging you to step up and be charitable, help them, because when you do that, that's going to open the door to more abundance, to bringing it towards you. And then when it comes to your relationships, whether we're talking about romantic, family, friends, I see that, overall your relationships, they've been pretty easy on you. I feel like you have been connecting deeper with some people. And I feel like there's been others though that maybe you can work on your relationship a little more. Spirit showing me that things may need to improve over here. Even though I get the easy breezy card, it's also showing me that, like, you or your partner, as an example, might need to come up with some new ideas and new ways of connecting, communicating, working on any issues that have come up that needs to be addressed, so things don't get out of hand. And the same thing is true, with your friends and family. Is there any issues that's going on right now that need to be addressed, need to be talked about, need to be worked on? Things you can do to improve your relationship, improve your connection. As I feel some of y'all are reaching a crossroads, as this is like the underlying energy to the easy breezy card. Are you getting ready to make a choice? Or are you debating? Is it time, which direction to go in? I feel like your loved ones, are going to step up and be more engaging. They're going to want to work on your relationship because they're not going to want to see you upset. They're not going to want to see you walk away, whether that's your family, cutting them off, friends, or this could be a romantic partner, a romantic connection you're having with someone. There could be issues that maybe they didn't see or didn't come to seeing until recently. Now that you bring it to their attention, I feel like they're going to be willing to work on it with you so that you don't walk away. If it's not you, if it's not them walking away from you, um, or you walking away from them, I mean, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe they're considering walking away from you because you're unable to address the issues at hand that they feel are needing to be addressed. Like they feel like you're not listening to them. So, and I know communication is one of the hardest things that many relationships face because, as I say to y'all many times, that to me, listening to someone, it's not just sitting there and listening, like taking the time to, not speak, not be distracted, and sit with someone and hear them out. It's not just hearing. Are you digesting what they're saying to you? That's what listening is to me. That's, key to communication. It's all about being able to absorb and digest what is being said to you so you understand. And then you engage with them in a conversation. If they bring something up, like, say, for an example, someone says to you, well, I wish you would call me more. I wish you would reach out more. Why is it always me reaching out? Why can't you reach out to me? Kind of thing. So it could feel one-sided, just as an example. And as they're telling you this, you could be distracted. You could have someone else there in your energy who's trying to talk to you and get your attention. So you listened, but did you digest with that other person over there in your ear? Or were you busy looking at, your phone, computer, TV, what other things in your energy, in your area, in your environment that could be going through and distracting you from your person, whether it's romantic or friends or family, are addressing with you, and vice versa. So did you listen? Did you communicate well? Did you talk about the issues and come up with a solution? So this is something that I feel like needs to be addressed before it goes haywire, to where you might find someone walks away because they've had enough. Or like I said, it could also be you. So take it how it resonates, beautiful people. Because Spirit's showing me the advice is to give it some time. Know that with the Seven of Pentacles I'm seeing right here, I feel like many of y'all have invested the time, energy. You've already laid, the seeds in the ground. You've already planted those roots, and you're waiting for the seeds you planted to now blossom, to grow. You're waiting, for your abundance to come in, to be rewarded for your patience and your hard work, your investments you've made here. And Spirit's saying it's gonna come in, but there might be something you have to also look at and review, because I get the Justice card underneath it, the underlying energy being the Justice card. This is like showing me that, yeah, you're being patient, and you're gonna wait it out to see, when your abundance comes in. However, they're also showing me that there might be something you have to look at, take a different step, be objective about with this Justice card right here. So don't just think that everything is settled right yet, that things will come up as you take your time waiting for your abundance, your payday, your reward. That there are other things that should be addressed, or at least take the time to take a step back and look at what new things you can do. What else can you be objective about as you're waiting for, your abundance to come in, for your rewards to come in, for your ships to come in. So there's going to be a time where I feel it's going to take some, not just patience, but discipline. As I get the Strength card here, the Strength card is telling me you're going to have a lot more faith within yourself, but in other people, what you have planted, in order for things to come through, in order for these opportunities come in, to, be open to love, to be in this goddess energy, to allow the people in your life to find ways where they can be a better friend, a better family member, a better lover even, depending on how the relationships and love resonates with you. And Spirit showing me you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. So I feel like you are going to see those improvements. I feel like you will see your abundance, because the Queen of Pentacles is very abundant. And don't pay attention to the gender, beautiful people. As the Queen of Pentacles, this is showing me, like, you think of your Queen of Pentacles being like your mama, your grandmother, if we're talking about the divine feminine. But my gentlemen, just think of this as being like your divine feminine, as we both have both divine feminine and divine masculine. So this is you being loving and nurturing and wanting to give. You want to share your love, your time, your attention, your resources with the people you love who've been there for you, who have been by your side through thick and thin, and also new people that are coming in. Because that's why Spirit's showing me to be selfless over here. Have this selfless love, and to be charitable. So be selfless right now. Don't, don't turn people away, is what Spirit just said to me. If someone is coming to you asking for your help or even wanting to talk, make the time for them. And I think sometimes we get lost and to realize how much time others make for us. Well, they had the spare moment. Does that mean we should stop everything we're doing right then and there to give them more time and attention? No, beautiful people, I'm not saying that. But at least have that conversation with them quickly, to finding time where you can engage in a conversation with them, where both of y'all can sit down and talk and not have, be constantly interrupted or distracted by something. So your relationships will improve, because that's what I want to see. I want to see y'all happy. I want to see y'all growing in love, both romantically, friends, and also family. All three aspects are important. And you can even throw your work colleagues into the mix, because you do engage with them too. And you start to develop, a relationship with them. Yeah, some, can keep it professionally, but for some of us, it does spill over into our personal life, and they might become a friend outside of work. And, that's great. It's great to have, the more the merrier to me. So, got more love there, more, people who will be rooting for you and want to see you succeed, just like I want to see y'all succeed. I want to see y'all engulf this goddess energy or God energy for my guys. Be that leader, show your power, show your strength and your love. Be charitable, help others, and stand in your strength. Now for the rest of the oracle cards, beautiful people. I have, let's see, from the guides of the hidden realms, rise to the occasion. And it says, you are faced with a situation that requires you to step into your authentic power and rise to the occasion. You might have wanted this, but you hadn't yet had the opportunity to stretch into this new version of yourself. The good news is that not only are you capable of what's required of you, but also you've become even more than you know, because all of the inner work you've done. Within you is bright divine light, and it's no longer obscured by your internal obstacles. You are meant to shine. This is the time to choose to step up, take the risk, and go the distance. Spread your wings, knowing it is your destiny and you cannot fail. Surprise yourself, let go of all your fears, take this risk, and trust the divine winds to keep you afloat. Adventure awaits. So beautiful people, this like Spirit just coming and confirming. They're asking you to rise to the occasion. Rise and become this goddess or God. And also stand up, be there for others. Look at your options, but it's a time to be charitable, to be generous with other people, and also be willing to work on your relationships, so that way you don't lose people that, matter to you, since you find yourself possibly at a crossroads. Okay? And then I also pulled a goddess card from one of my goddess decks. And the goddess I pulled is, I probably won't say her name right, but I'll give it a shot. This is Mawu. Awaken your divine feminine. It says, the supreme creator goddess of the you people calls you to honor the interconnectedness of all living beings. Awaken the divine feminine energy within you and recognize it as the source of life and creation. Just as the marble weaves the fabric of existence, You too play a crucial role in the cosmic dance of creation. So, with this goddess and this card here, be that creator. You have that power and that energy to create. To create, all these opportunities and options. To be, hopeful to others. To show this selfless love. To be charitable. And to also mend your relationships. And be not just loving, but share your unconditional love with the people who are important to you, who matter. So I love that this card came out talking about being that creator. And I also have an angel number card, and the angel number card I pulled is 111. And it says intuition. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You are on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. So, what are your cherished ideas? As Spirit's saying, what are you, manifesting? You are this goddess, God energy. You can manifest anything you want. Your success. Where are you abundant? Where can you create more abundance? Be in this energy and trust yourself. Trust, what ideas are coming for, but trust your intuition too. It will help lead you on the right path. And then the angel card I pulled for y'all is the Air Guardian. And it says, take time to breathe. Slow down and breathe. Take time to reflect before proceeding further. You are allowing your past experiences to influence your current behaviors, and there is another way forward. You are being reminded to stay high vibration in your actions and choices. Refrain from reacting, for this will only delay your progress and healing. Love is the way. And the positive affirmation here is, I breathe with ease, knowing angels are with me. I breathe with ease, knowing angels are with me. My beautiful people, that concludes the general collective reading. Again, beautiful people, that was a general collective reading. It wasn't a personal reading. So take what messages resonate, leave behind the rest. If something doesn't fit, don't force it to fit. If none of the messages resonate for you today, well, I feel like the messages are still meant for you. That this might be a video you want to put to the side and look at later, another day, if you should ever feel called to it, as this is a timeless reading. And again, beautiful people, if you are interested in a personal reading with me, you can reach me at mandaepanda@gmail.com. And you can also find me on my live streams. Like I said, I stream 4 or 5 nights a week, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern. So I hope to see y'all there. And I want to wish y'all a wonderful, beautiful day. Till next time.